This is Gagne with RealHipHopNews.com. So this is Gagne. I'm here, RealHipHopNews.com, and I'm on the line with Father Amde of the world famous Watts Riots. And the reason why I wanted to speak with Amde is partly because of some of the current events happening in the world. A lot of us have heard about the situation there in Ferguson, Missouri, and there's a uprising there, if you want to call it that, and it somewhat parallels the situation that happened in the Los Angeles during the what some people call riots or uprising or rebellion, and also what happened in 1965 in Watts. Now, Father Amde has lived through both situations, and one of the things I appreciate about Amde and his writing, his work with the Watts Prophets Community Education Organization is that he had a focus on healing and healing the community. So the first thing I want to ask Father Amde is how can those in current leadership positions there in Ferguson work with the community to keep things from spiraling even further out of control, to bring things back to a position of healing?
Well, first of all, the community has to heal itself. I know there's a lot of people rushing to the scene to give them a hand, but basically, people may need a doctor, but they do their healing at home. They take their medicine at home. So what I'm saying is that artists in the community must become an army now. And they must, what I mean by an army, they must give the people there in Ferguson an area of expression. You can see there's a lot of pent-up emotions, a lot of pent-up past things that have been done to these people that need to come out. And the artists are the ones, the artists of that community are the ones to come out and give the people, I'm talking about the poets, the writers, the singers, the dancers, I'm talking about all of the artists must now unite as artists and come together and give that community an area of expression which will be healing to them. We went through this in 1965, and many art programs opened up in the community and allowed the people to vent in many, many different ways. So I would hope that the artists would come together and deal with this and give the people there an area of expression. That's awesome. What happened to us in the 60s. You know, we had a lot of pent-up frustrations. We didn't have an area of expression. And particularly then we just had, you know, like we didn't own any, we had owned just a couple of magazines. We had no radio stations, no TV stations, or maybe one or two radio stations. But we had very little area of expression. And it was the artists that opened up that area of expression.
Wow. So something positive did come out of what happened there. And
yes, it allowed the people to heal. It allowed them to see and understand their condition, articulated by their artists.
So was that like the Watts Writers Workshop that was instrumental?
That's correct. Bud Schuberg happened to come and start the Watts Writers Workshop along with a man named Harry Dolan. But yes, that's what purpose it served. But there was also Mafundi Institute. Before that, there was Studio Watts. There was many, many different art institutes. The Watts Towers came about. Watts Towers Art Center. Many, many art institutions came about and allowed the people an area of expression. And that's what the people. That's what allows people to heal, when they can see and understand their condition. And no one can do it better than the artists of that community.
Wow. So is that something that you do to this day? Do you do like workshops with artists or with communities?
Yes, that's what the Watts Prophets have done. Most of their careers work with youth. We have a choir in Maryland that is it's about 8 years old now. We have a thing we call a hip-hop poetry choir. And a hip-hop poetry choir means you can chant it, scat it, hum it, say it, dance it, etc. And at the end of this project, all of these art forms are brought together and presented to the community. And it's really a voice of the community coming from every artistic aspect of that community. And it's talking about the conditions, needs, and wants, and desires, and experiences of that community. Maybe we can understand a little bit of what's going on.
And heal through the arts.
Yes, we always do the same things. We bring the same people to come and speak. We march, we do this and we do that. But it's up to that community to figure out what to do about what's going on in that community.
Do we have any...
And that doesn't mean that it's not going on all across America, because you probably find the same thing going on there in many, many African-American and most African-American communities.
So we need a resurgence of artistic expression in our communities at this time.
That's right.
Okay.
Yes, I have a poem. It says, poets don't need an army of guns. They are the real army of one. On the battlefield of ideas, poets are the defenders of truth, a mystical social force that never dies. You can kill the poet, but not their poem nesting in someone's heart.
Wow. I really hope everybody in the community there in Ferguson can get a chance to hear that piece you just did and hear what you just said about the healing and the arts. I want to thank you, Father Amde, for speaking with us today. I'm going to make sure and do my part that it gets out to the people, because I think healing is really important today, and the arts is kind of the perfect mechanism to facilitate that process. Before we go, though, I did hear that you have a new spoken word poetry with music recorded album coming out. It's soon to be released.
Within the next 60 days, it should be out.
Okay.
And it's going to be done a little different. It's going to be along with other visual artists. You can hear the music and also see what a visual artist said about that music.
Wow. It's beautiful. Beautiful. Well, thank you again, Father Amde, for speaking with us today. And I can't wait to hear the new piece, the whole new recorded album. And hopefully when that comes out, I can get you back to do another interview or catch you when you are doing a live performance or something, and just have a few words for our audience.
Well, thank you very much for getting in contact with me, and God bless everybody.
This is Gagne with RealHipHopNews.com.